What is up, my dudes? It's your boy Drew here from MechaWorks. Long time no see. So work and family, it's been really crazy over the last, I don't know, it's been a long time since I put out a video. But this time I'm really excited to get a video out because I'm covering hopefully something that is not too common on YouTube. Everybody knows about the Eventuri Carbon Fiber Intake Plenum for the E92 M3. However, I have the Infinity Designs Carbon Fiber Airbox intake. So I have not seen a video on YouTube yet of these two paired together, so we're going to see how that goes. Also, it's really cold and rainy. It went from like 85 yesterday, a high of 85. It is February 9th, a high of 85 yesterday, and today it's a high of 35. So I'm going to go get changed. I'll lay everything out for you guys. We'll go over it, and then we'll do a little install montage, and then hopefully go drive it if it could stop raining. So let's roll that intro and let's get into it.
Now turn up.
Okay, I had to go get changed because the temperature is dropping out here quickly. I wanted to show you guys this real quick. This is the Infinity Designs Certificate of Authenticity. I think that is really neat that they provide one of these. Just, you know, kind of add to the value a little bit because you do spend money on these. So here's our certificate, kind of neat. However, I'll point this out, the QR code at the bottom of this for the installation instructions, I scanned it and it doesn't come up with E92 or E9X M3 install. It has like G80, F10, you know, all that kind of stuff, just not E9X. Not a big deal for me. This is just a basic intake swap. But for somebody who has absolutely no experience in working on cars, I don't know. It could be a game changer or a game ender. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. I did source the Eventuri Plenum and this intake through EuroConnex. Matt has hooked me up on a lot of my parts for these cars, for this one in particular. So I have the wider OEM Plus wheels on it, and I have the Bilstein B16D coilovers. Well worth the wait, well worth the money. People talk shit about them. I don't know about the coilovers. I don't know. I love them. They are awesome. I don't know if you can see them, but back here, there's my old KW setup, and it was all right, but these are just way better, in my opinion, for our roads. So, yeah, let's look at these intakes. I know you guys are itching to see that carbon fiber. Okay, so here's the Eventuri Plenum. You guys have seen a million of these, so nothing too special here. I did get the gloss to match all the other carbon fiber on the car. So the only issue that I had with this is these are the OEM badges. They didn't fit 100% when I got them. There's like a little, you know, notch, like a thing for both badges to sit in. So I got some double-sided tape, and that fixed the problem. So super easy stuff, but you guys have seen these a million times. Let's get to what you guys really came for. Okay, so there it is. That is the Infinity Designs E9X M3 carbon intake system. I can tell you that this thing is a monster. It's huge. The elbow into the plenum, of course, is the same size to match with the factory size, but the actual intake side on this is just huge. I mean, it's a monster. I can't wait to get the factory one out to show you the difference. Build quality is pretty good. I'd say, you know, I can't find anything wrong with it other than, where is it? This little lip down in here. There's a little bit of material overhang, which, I mean, isn't a big deal. It's inside there. You're not going to see it. But overall, I think, you know, good stuff. And the cool thing is, I mean, look at this. It doesn't weigh anything. It's a 1-to-1 on the bottom. So it should just fit right in. Super duper shiny, hoping to keep it that way. Yeah, there's your serial number and everything that it won't focus on. So without further ado, and not scratching it off the floor, let's get the factory one out and get this in. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, for those of you who like unboxing videos, we're not doing that, but the Infinity pieces did come in this cool bag thing. There are 2 of them, so 1 piece in each bag. I thought it was a cool touch. Definitely, again, adds to the unboxing value of it, if you want to call it that. So yeah, you get two of them. It's cool. Packing was really nice. It did come from the UK. They both came from the UK. The plenum and the intake. They both got here in one piece. So there's your unboxing. let's install it.
Everything you want now. Everything you want now. I'll be everything you want now. Everything you want now.
I'll be everything you want now. Everything you want now.
And just like that, she's off. Anybody with S65 motors knows that hose is a bitch, which is why we call it a bitch hose. Neat little trick though. So your secondary air pump line right here. See your AC fitting? See your AC fitting if I aim the camera right? You can jam this plastic hose back behind it so it'll keep it tucked out of the way so you can get your hands back here and pull this stupid hose off. I know that M3s are like this because I have an S54 in that car, and it's the same hose under the plenum. It just, it's such a pain to get off because you can't see what you're doing. At least this one you can kind of see it. But I don't see anything too crazy in here that is alarming. I like to do a good, once over and check when I have all this stuff apart. I did crack right here. It's bubbling. I do have this on the schedule here in about the next 2 months to get the valve covers replaced by the NRW ones and the Vanos covers as well. So it's going to go to Emporium in Dallas and see Coulter. He does amazing work. He did my rod bearings. Shout out to that shop. If you can make the drive, it is worth it. But yeah, let's get the carbon fiber goodies on. Ooh, actually, no. I have to show you this compared to that. So that's you. That's the guy she tells you not to worry about. Look at that. I mean, it's comical how much larger this is compared to that. And the other thing too is that this intake is physically larger. Like it's huge. And this is still heavier. Like this still weighs probably a little tiny bit more than this whole piece with the filter in it. It's comical to me. I also didn't realize how heavy the plenum was until I took the plenum off the car and was like, wow. I mean, I've had that off a couple times, but it was just feeling the Eventuri carbon fiber one and then picking that up. I'm like, wow, that is heavier. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, obviously these two pieces are going to be the same size, but I mean, it just, look at that. It's just, if this would, stay upright. It's just crazy. Anyway, let's get these on the car. How to ruin a video 101. I dropped it. This thing was being a little turd, and I pulled out, and I stood up, and my hands being freezing, just dropped it. Of course, it had to land sensor down, so it broke the little cage off of it, and the probe still looks to be intact, but I'm going to use it for now. I'm going to go ahead and order a new one because, it's right here. It'd take nothing to replace it. But yeah, that's cool. So, that irritates me. Okay, so little trick. It is a pain getting these plenums back on, especially with the number 4 and number 8 do not like to seat properly. So go in your trunk, grab that oil that you should have back there, dip your finger in there, and put it on the bosses all the way around. See how nice and shiny those are? 10W60 is good, especially on a day like today where it's nice and syrupy and nice and thick, so it stays right there, doesn't run anywhere. And hopefully this plenum should just plop right on there and be a lot easier. I don't know why I didn't record doing that, but that's what I did. All right, there she is. I did end up having to take the lid off and the elbow back off, which was good anyway. Wait. There we go. Which was good anyway because the rubber piece right here, the coupler, was actually folded underneath, so that ended up working out. But yeah, everything had to come back off. This goes in first with this little tube piece, and then everything goes together, and then this lid kind of slides in there. So yeah, little learning curve. It's okay. So, but here she is. Yeah, that's awesome. That is, you guys are way down here. That is just awesome. Would you just look at it? Yeah, so obviously I'm gonna start it up and make sure it works, and then we'll take it out for a spin. The weather is okay. The rain moved out. You guys are still down here. The weather moved out, and it's not as rainy, but it's still cloudy and cold and windy. So we'll see how it goes. But let's start it up. Let's see how this sounds. The other one, I don't know what happened to the sound. It wasn't sounding. Not so hard over the railroad tracks. That sounds good. Alright, so we're gonna get on the highway. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I can hear it pretty well, but I know the camera's never going to pick it up right. So turn onto the highway here, and I do have a car in front of me, so here we go. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, that sounds incredible. Oh, you get the exhaust in the back, you get the intake in the front. You're just sitting right in the middle of it. That's insane. Good fix, you guys. That is just, wow. Like right after 4,500, so you get the growl of the Infinity intake between like 2,000 and 4,000, but then you get the howl from the Plenum after about 45 to 5,000 RPM. It just, oh my god, that sounds insane in here. Sounds so good. That is an eargasm. Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Can hear that because man, that sounds insane. Kind of move through traffic a little bit because we're moving along at the speed limit. These Bilstein coilovers, the B16Ds, so good. Just the perfect amount of coil over and comfort. Oh my god. Wow. God, it just howls. God, it just howls, man. Like, that is just insane. I hope the camera's picking that up. I know it's not going to be 100% for you guys, but just buy one. Oh, God, that sounds so good. That sounds so good, I missed my exit. So I'm going all the way around, but that's incredible. I mean, that is so good. I've never heard the Eventuri Plenum by itself, and I've never heard in person, and I've never heard the Infinity intake in person by itself, but the both of them together, yeah, money well spent. It was a little bit of a wait, but okay, not too bad, but well worth it. Oh my god, dude, that just, you know when your wife yells at you for spending money and you're just like, oh, you know, it's okay, it'll be all right. Worth it. Totally worth it. Just do it. If you're thinking about getting one, just do it. It's so deep. I mean, I've driven an E46 M3 with a CSL intake on it, and that sounded so good, but this is just on another level. It has that deep, bassy growl to it. Sorry, traffic's getting a little thick, and I know this is going to be a little bit of an. I'll make sure this is its own video, but man, this is just wow. It is so good. So I don't, you know, there was a little bit of a pop on that downshift. In case you didn't realize, yes, I'm in a 6-speed manual. I believe is the way to go, but I do understand that the S65 and the DCT are a match made in heaven. I get that. Oh, the downshift. Oh, all right. This video is getting long, so back to the garage. I'm at a loss for words. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what I just experienced. Like, sitting in between the plenum up front and the exhaust in the back, like you were just sitting in like the perfect spot. It's perfection. I'm on a high from it. It just, I'm speechless. If you got the money, do it. 100% do it. Install wasn't too bad, and that's how crazy this is that I just don't know what to say other than this is not good for fuel mileage. This is really bad for fuel mileage. But this video is getting long, so I'm gonna get out of here, give you your day back, and follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, and if you have any questions, hit me up and I'll get back to you. Other than that, peace.